but they basically grew up together. The Harry Potter cast has still managed to keep their friendships going all these years, even if Muggle technology isn't their strongest suit. And you won't believe who Emma Watson's on-set bestie actually was. Daniel Radcliffe and Rupert Grint spent a decade seeing each other daily for extended periods of time, so of course they developed a close bond. Since they finished filming, they may not see each other more than a couple times a year, but they've still managed to keep in touch. When Rupert's daughter was born, Daniel and even Emma Watson were quick to send their congratulations.
Yes, I texted him the other day, actually, just being like, yeah, I'm so happy for him.
Even though, according to Emma, all three aren't so good with keeping in touch through technology and would rather catch up in person. But when these pals hang out, you won't catch them talking about life as famous actors. That's too basic. Instead, Rupert would much rather talk about how much he loves Emma. As a friend, of course.
I love you. As a friend.
Based on their Harry Potter reunion special, it's clear that these two value their friendship and the time they spent growing up together on set and dealing with Daniel teasing them for their on-screen kiss. These friends are as close to family as it gets. They even tease each other like siblings. Not quite siblings, but the duo you would have never guessed were the closest and call each other soulmates is Tom Felton and Emma Watson, who were on-screen enemies. I remember there was a time when some Potterheads wanted them to date, but sorry, that isn't what they meant by soulmates. Even though Emma was in love with Tom at some point during their childhoods filming together.
I had a really terrible crush on Tom Felton.
Emma and Tom say they're basically the same person, with the same sense of humor, and that's what helped their relationship stand the test of time. Whether it's playing guitar or riding a skateboard together, these two keep it low-key with their hangouts. Tom and Daniel's hangouts aren't as low-key. If Daniel's doing something, you'll definitely catch his brother from another mother, Tom, supporting him backstage. Like when Tom showed up to support Daniel's on-Broadway performance in The Lifespan of a Fact. And though like most former castmates, they don't get to see each other too often, but as far as Tom is concerned, Daniel's a brother for life, and Tom will always have great respect for him.
I consider him a brother, definitely.
Yeah. Respect was earned for Emma and Daniel. They used to get into such heated arguments that they wouldn't speak to each other for days. They'd argue over everything: religion, politics, and even languages. But they outgrew their arguing stage after an especially bad argument led to giving each other the silent treatment for days while filming the fourth Harry Potter movie. Now, they still text despite Emma saying they're not good with WhatsApp, but she's glad to have Daniel in her life because they keep each other calm while dealing with the fan frenzy.
Rube's my friend. I've always wondered. This is, no, seriously, what?
These two may not have formed a bond through arguing like their castmates, but Tom and Rupert definitely have a strong bromance going. During the premiere for Planet of the Apes in 2011, Rupert showed up to support his buddy as his #1 fan on the carpet wearing an I Heart Tom Felton shirt. That was the night they went public with their bromance, and ever since, they've been enjoying their blossoming relationship, with long afternoons playing golf with the twins, but I'll get to how that started in a minute.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Neville.
First, we've got to talk about Neville Longbottom and Hermione Granger being BFFs in real life. When the final season of Matthew Lewis's sitcom Bluestone 42 came out, Emma was one of the first to tweet about how hilarious Matthew is in the role, urging fans to go see it. It also turns out that Matthew had a little crush on Emma. Well, not so little, because it lasted until he was 13 or 14 years old while they were filming. Having crushes on castmates that become your friends, I guess, is a rite of passage with this crew.
We need to win.
Okay.
Team Kivan needs to win.
Sometimes a tweet isn't enough to show support. For Evanna Lynch, aka Luna Lovegood, and Scarlett Byrne, who played Pansy Parkinson, showing up while your friend is competing on Dancing with the Stars in 2018, joining for trio night is the way to go. Even Evanna's dance partner said their friendship chemistry was undeniable. He said, "She brings more sass to Evanna. I love their friendship. I love their relationship together." And if they're not dancing, sisters also find time to spend with each other while hanging out in London. There are some friendships that bring out the sass, while others are more of a prankster variety. When Bonnie Wright announced her engagement to her former partner, Jamie Campbell Bower, Tom Felton already knew exactly what to give as a wedding gift. A Nimbus! You know, the special broomstick needed to play magical Quidditch. I'm sure Tom could have pulled the strings to make it happen, but since the wedding never happened, neither did the Nimbus.
It's not just a broomstick, Harry. It's a Nimbus 2000.
He may not have promised her a Nimbus, but Rupert Grint still kept in touch with Bonnie, his on-screen sister, over the years. If she wasn't supporting him at the premiere of his shows, like when she came out for the premiere of Snatch in 2017, and they gave us the family reunion we'd been waiting for. Or their casual hangout at the pub with Tom Felton and Rupert and Bonnie's other on-screen brother, James Phelps, aka Fred Weasley. It's like one big happy family. Plus Tom.
Look what I found you, Matt.
Oh, is it for me?
I know you've always wanted one of these.
Tom clearly doesn't have favorites and likes a good pub hang with Matthew Lewis, too, even if he's maintaining the friendship with the sole purpose to recruit Matthew to the Slytherins, leaving the Gryffindor house behind. And if they're not joking about Tom's aging and Matthew's enjoyment of it in the Instagram comments, they're attending events together with Matthew in a kilt and Tom channeling his inner Draco Malfoy in all black. Somehow, these fashion choices make perfect sense to me. Bonnie isn't just hanging out with Tom, Matthew, and her on-screen family. In fact, in Bonnie's opinion, she's the closest to Evanna Lynch out of all of her former castmates. And unlike Emma Watson, Rupert Grint, and Daniel Radcliffe, Bonnie keeps contact with the rest of the cast through group chats. But she's chatting with Evanna the most due to their shared love for activism for environmental causes. Over the years, their mutual interest in sustainability has turned into them speaking at the same events. Now, remember how I talked about Tom being the prankster of the friend group? Yeah, well, he was at it again, this time with his golfing buddies Oliver and James Phelps. But this prank was bigger than just a prank gift. Tom somehow pulled the strings to have the twins' names switched on screen during a segment of the Harry Potter HBO Max reunion special. Tom was quick to own it in the comments of Oliver's Instagram post of the edit, but you have to admit it's kind of funny and you'd need to be paying attention to notice that. But Oliver and James aren't always the victims of pranks, especially not when golfing is involved. Rupert has kept close contact with his on-screen brothers and often joins them and the honorary Weasley Tom for some golf. But their love for the sport began while they were filming, and the crew set up a makeshift driving range for the boys to practice their swings on. So why golf? It was the only game they were allowed to play because of the low injury risk, and I guess it just stuck with them all these years. Evanna and Emma didn't bond over golf like the boys, but they did build a friendship while on set that has continued much after. While Evanna was on Dancing with the Stars, Emma sent her a message of encouragement after her loss. Plus, you know the friendship is real if Evanna's made it onto Emma's feed. Because Emma has been pretty much offline, she rarely posts personal stuff. But this post from a costume party hosted by J.K. Rowling is the reason everyone met each other in 2019 and then again for Christmas. No matter how much time has passed, the decade this cast spent making magic together hasn't lost its spark. Which Harry Potter friendship duos are you surprised to find out are still close? Let us know in the comments below. And for more updates on your favorite celeb friendships, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to The Things Celebrity.